I don't know everything, nor do I know how to save the world. However, there is no one who understands climate chaos better than me, nor understands what needs to be done to save life on Earth. The primary moral imperative is saving life on Earth. It trumps all other laws, codes, rules, and regulations. Why do I understand climate change better than anyone? Petrophiliacs think they can use their petro wealth to escape their crimes against life on Earth, but their homes and businesses flood and burn. I am not a weather feather, like the mediacs who affirm or deny global warming. I have high achievements in chemistry, metabolism, and electronics. This knowledge is crucial to delineating atmospheric dynamics, the organic thesis, and the CO2-H2O fusion. Weather feathers echo computer modeling, that is, computer games. Many people, reading my resume and achievements, choose the wrong L word. Lucky, not lying. Besides understanding climate chaos, I understand economic chaos and causes. Capitalism is a victim of identity theft. Wall Street has hijacked the terms and tools of capitalism to do the opposite: decapitalize production and decapitate jobs. Decapitalism is practiced on Wall Street, not capitalism. I believe in capitalism per capita, not capitalism for a few. Capitalism is not failing. Wall Street is failing to be capitalistic. In 1982, I wrote Monetary Colonialism, in 1982, I wrote, Homeowners don't beat inflation. Returning deficit dollars inflate real estate prices. If encouraged to use home as an equity bank, homeowners would suffer when the bubble burst. 401ks are the biggest bank robbery in history. In 1980, the average 65-year-old had almost $300,000 in defined corporate benefits. Today, the average 401k has less than $100,000 at age 65, or about $35,000 in 1980 buying power. In 1980, the top 1% owned 20% of America. Today, it is over 60%. How did this wealth shift from workers to a few? 401ks, stock options, and IPOs. Insiders put in stocks, and suckers bought the stocks. Stock options are America's death certificates used by financial serial murderers. IPO means insiders fooling outsiders. Compared to stock options, these mass hysterical selling binges are financial mass murderers. MBA, Masters of Bankrupting America, as they orchestrate stock options and IPOs. Monetarism, usury, sanitized and academized with a Nobel Prize to glorify it. 529s are the worst kind of college loans. Parents using tax advantages are merely indebting their children with public budget debts. Self-deluding fools. These public deficit-backed loans will one day collapse the economy, so 529 fools pay in higher unemployment, crime, and suffering. 529s are one reason for education inflation. More money chasing the same goods and services. Like 401ks, 529s are a tax on the middle class who ignore math. For better economics, I have defined and implementing the perfect currency, the LIFR, the value of which transcends the boundaries of politics and centuries. Besides understanding climate and economic chaos, I understand political chaos. I studied civilization, invasions, and warfare across the centuries and the globe. The driving factor of chaos is food or famine. Droughts and deluges destroy more food chains, increase civil strife, and strain food supplies. Refugee camps grow that grow no food. In politics, we don't have professional politicians. We have habitual politicians who are the cause of habitual problems. Which came first, habitual criminals or habitual politicians? Is there a difference? Professional politicians? No. We need confessional politicians who fess up to their crimes. When politicians make good policies, then the polity and the polis will be polite without police. The best government is the least government, which can only be if we better self-govern. Towards this goal of better policy making, I created Brain Bees to tap our intelligence. With the Super Brain Bee, one web page for all public elective offices on planet Earth, we can solve our problems by sharing our Einstein moments. Metabolic chaos. With my background in electronics, chemistry, physiology, and psychology, I see CO2 cause metabolic changes long before others. Primitive plants and animals are thriving in the higher CO2 atmosphere. Poison ivy, kudzu, ragweed, and bed bugs. Evolved flora and fauna are suffering. Bees. Rising CO2 level is desiccating and dehydrating the bees. Bats and human brains. Metabolic chaos. The alpha trifecta. Rising CO2 is causing metabolic changes behind increased autism, ADHD, and Alzheimer's, as well as allergies. The alpha trifecta indicates global warming is also global dumbing. Question: which generation will be too dumb to take care of self, let alone the previous generation of CO2 sinners? Petrophiliacs breathe the same CO2 dumbing air as poor folk, with the same rate of autism, ADHD, and Alzheimer's, as well as allergies. Physics chaos. Relativity and quantum mechanics do not talk to each other. Timeism does. Cost of humanity to Mother Nature has two parts. The cost of living, the CO2 generated to feed our needs. The cost of lying, the CO2 generated to flaunt our wants. Our lives overflow with unused, must-have, past wants that represent a CO2 sin against Mother Nature. The U.S. national debt is a record of how habitual politicians assuage their re-election addiction by borrowing money to buy re-elections, money which purchased unnecessary CO2 sinning wants. Every day, habitual politicians speed up the process of killing life on Earth. We are in an existential meltdown. We are running out of time. Solution man. Why do I claim to know what needs to be done to fulfill the primary moral imperative of saving life on Earth? Solution man. I don't have a vision. Visions are for people who have not done their homework. I have a roadmap. Roadmaps are homeworked visions. Solution Man. My three-part roadmap is to ensure economic stability so we can organize to fulfill the primary moral imperative. Refinance our loans. Share work. Either we share job time or share jobless crime. Develop community service to pay for health care. Solution Man. The roadmap is not new. 1992 Dallas Morning News. The roadmap's road-building tools are not new. Beyond the three-part roadmap is the Man-Heaven Project for the primary moral imperative. 24 in 4. By better employing our human resources, we can have a 24-hour work week in 4 years, with more disposable time and money for self, family, and community, in a safer, saner world without global dying. Why do I understand and offer so much? Timeism, the periodic table of existence. Timeism, the morality of more time. The primary moral imperative is saving life on Earth. On a sinking ship, apathy is suicide. Organizing play is homicide. And preaching ignorance is genocide. I am an issue man, neither liberal nor conservative. If it works, I will conserve the solution. If it's broken, I want to liberate a new solution. I am not a political hack, playing a Pied Piper who preaches pompous platitudes of prosperous progress. Lies of a perpetual, pathological, prevaricating Pinocchio. I don't know everything, and I don't know how to save the world. But I can save your life from climate chaos, metabolic chaos, economic chaos, political chaos, and most importantly, moral chaos.